Hi, my name is Martin Orlando. Welcome to my hobby YouTube channel. Today I have a flashback, February 1976. These were the top 20 songs back in this month in February 1976. At number 1, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. This is by Paul Simon. And I got this tape back in the 80s. And the song 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover was number 1 on my countdown for 3 weeks. It was the 3rd week at number 1. That's Paul Simon, number 1 with 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. At number 2, theme from SWAT television show. This is by the group Rhythm Heritage. This made its way up to number 2 on my countdown. Spent several weeks at number 2. And I got this one from the Billboard Top Hits from 1976. There's quite a few of them that make my chart from this year in February. And theme from SWAT was the 10th song on this album. Up next at number 3, You Sexy Thing by Hot Chocolate. This came from the Mega Dance Classics. This is a one-hit wonder from my chart for Hot Chocolate. They had a couple of hits later, but mostly on the British charts. You Sexy Thing made the top 20. At number 3, and that's the group Hot Chocolate. I got this back in 91. Up next at number 4, Donna Summers moved up to number 4 with Love to Love You Baby. And that's as high as this got on my chart at number 4. And that's Donna Summer there. At number 5, Love Machine by The Miracles. This was moving up my countdown. It moved up to number 5 this week, February 1976. And Love Machine Part 1 by The Miracles. This was without Smokey Robinson. They went together as a group, continuing The Miracles. That's number 5, Love Machine by The Miracles. At number 6, I Write the Songs by Barry Manilow. This was from Flashback Records at Arista. I found this on American Pie Records. And Barry did not write this song. Bruce Johnston did. This went number 1 for 1 week on my countdown in January. And it was sliding down to number 6 this week. I Write the Songs. At number 7, Breaking Up is Hard to Do by Neil Sedaka. This is from his Laughter in the Rain, the best of Neil Sedaka, 1974 through 1980. This was like his second coming into music. He was really big in the 60s, and then in the 70s, a lot more hits. Breaking Up is Hard to Do was a slower version of his song back in the 60s and was moving up the chart at number 7. That's Neil Sedaka, Breaking Up is Hard to Do. At number 8, All by Myself by Eric Carmen. This song was moving up my chart. up 3 places to number 8. And it says number 8 on here, but that's how it went. Let's see, that was like the 8th biggest song of 1976 for Billboard. And All By Myself, Eric Carmen. And that was number 8 on my chart in February 1976. At number 9, Take It to the Limit by the Eagles. One of my favorite bands of the 70s. This was from the album One of These Nights. And this was like the 3rd or 4th song from this album, Take It to the Limit. It moved up to number 9. Lion Eyes, One of These Nights, a couple other big hits on After the Thrill Is Gone, an instrumental Journey of the Sorcerer. But at number 9, Take It to the Limit by the Eagles. Number 10, Love Hurts by Nazareth. This was from the Arena Rockers album of the 70s. Joe Walsh, Nazareth, and this group in the middle, I think, is UFO. And that was Love Hurts by Nazareth, number 10. All right, at number 11, Earth, Wind & Fire, Sing a Song. This is from their Volume 1, The Best of Earth, Wind & Fire. Sing a Song is the last song on here. That's Earth, Wind & Fire. Number 11, Sing a Song. At number 12, the group Electric Light Orchestra, An Evil Woman. This was moving up my chart. Evil Woman. The 8th song on this double CD of Electric Light Orchestra. Number 13, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons was moving up the chart with December 1963, Oh What a Night. 14th song off of this Rhino CD. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Number 13. At number 14, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes with Wake Up Everybody. This was the group Teddy Pendergrass was in. Harold Melvin wrote most of the songs. Very good soul music and rhythm and blues. Wake Up Everybody was the 10th song on this CD. I didn't get this until like 1995. That's Wake Up Everybody by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, number 14. Up next, Convoy by C.W. McCall. This was number 15. This song was sliding down a little bit, but the song spent a lot of weeks in the countdown. CB-laden song with a lot of CB jargon, truckers and everything. Convoy was a really big hit and a novelty hit for C.W. McCall. That's number 15 for 1976, February. Number 16 went to Elton John with a double hit. This was from his Greatest Hits Volume 2. The double hit was Grow Some Funk of Your Own and I Feel Like a Bullet in the Gun of Robert Ford. That's Elton John and Grow Some Funk of Your Own, I Feel Like a Bullet in the Gun of Robert Ford, number 16. And number 17, Dreamweaver by Gary Wright. Also from this Billboard 1976 album. The second song on here. It says March 76. It was moving up the countdown. It was a new entry in at number 17 for my countdown. That's Dreamweaver by Gary Wright. Up next at number 18, Mamma Mia, a new entry. And that's ABBA and Mamma Mia from their Greatest Hits. Fourth song on here. Also another song that later on hit in the 90s from the movie Mamma Mia. Number 19, Lowrider by War. This was falling down my countdown at number 19. But this one came from the movie Robots. Later, I purchased it from that movie. With song number 8 on here, Lowrider by War. There was an Earth, Wind, and Fire song on this album too. And that's number 19 for February 1976, Lowrider by War. And at number 20 was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And I didn't get this song until the Wayne's World soundtrack in the 90s. The song wasn't that popular in the 70s, became more popular from this movie, Wayne's World. Bohemian Rhapsody was moving up my chart at number 20 as a new entry. I heard it at a pool party from one of my cousins back in 1976, February. Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen is number 20. All right, I thank you for watching my channel. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.